Okay, this is a quick video just to show how I bottle with a racking cane and bung on a Cobra tap. So there's my, well, there's the beer gun that I borrowed, Keg King beer gun. I was going to use it for the Advent brew bottling, but what a pain it turned out to be. Did not feel like learning, did not feel like dropping keg pressure. Flat beer I did not want to screw up. 21 beers for you guys. So I went with what I know. So the Venator would normally be full of star sand, and I would have my caps all piled. Like I get a little system here, and my caps, boop, onto the capper, and so we'll get that out of the way in a sec. There's another bung, so different sizes for the different openings on the bottle. This one I already set up perfectly so that it goes just a hair off the bottom of the bottle, and the bung just fits inside. That's really out of focus. But anyways, it's just enough so I can seal it. I don't really need to jam it all the way in. I'm not corking it. I'm just trying to hold some gases in. Okay, so that's what that setup looks like. Bottle would have come off of a rinse. It would have already had star sand in it, blah, blah. Okay, so regulators, pressures, 12. Everything's at 12. I'm not changing it. That's why I like this. I just open things up, and it's like I'm pouring myself a beer. Okay, you come here. Sorry, one-handed. Got a stupid iPad in my hand. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay, so I just grabbed this Cobra tap, and let me set this up. This is crap video. I don't think I'm going to win any YouTube awards. This is just so you can see what I'm doing. Teflon tape is on the end of the racking cane, and it's twisted in a way so that when I stick the Cobra tap on, it makes a pretty good seal on there. That, if there's anything I could fix, this is what I'd want to improve, just so, because once in a while you get little leaks and it dribbles down, but it doesn't really bother me too much. But I get my clean bottle. I would have another container to get things going here. Often I put this in the next bottle while I'm waiting to cap the other one, so this is usually mostly full of beer. Okay, so I would start off, and it's barely in there, and right away hopefully what you're seeing, let me check, you can see it, is there's hardly any foam, and as I get it right about there, it stops flowing, and that's because the pressure is now balanced. Inside the headspace is about 12 psi, and the CO2 is staying in. So I just pinch it just a bit, and the gas, so it's probably just maybe 10 or 9 psi in the headspace, just enough that the beer can move forward. See, there's no bubbles in the racking cane. All the CO2 is still soluble. And again, I would throw this into another bottle if I had it. But I go right to the top. So you hear it? Let go. I usually put a little squirt, and that gets a little bit of foam coming up. And there's the foam. Cap on full. And that's the way I do it. Don't waste that beer. That's the way I do it. We'll see. We'll see how your beers turn out for the exchange. Let's have a look here. A little bit of off-gassing. You can't hardly see it all. Well, you can see some bubbles. But with the beer gun, it was like an hour later, and there was still getting some equilibrium between the headspace and the beer itself. So I'm sure they're going to be flat. Don't worry, I didn't give you guys the flat ones. Bye.